Okay. The Tower. Again, we see a lot of vivid colors. Number 16. The Shining Tribe. She begins with, she shouts with the thunder, she dances in fire, she grabs hold of the dirt. This card shows an upheaval. Lightning strikes the tower, even the dancer. The tower burns. The stars are rough, irregular, with geometric faces inside, recalling the faces in justice. At the end of the final line, Shining Woman will shine so freely because she has faced her own devil and burned it up in the tower. That's an interesting idea. She talks more about the symbology in the card. The divinatory meanings: upheaval, breakthroughs, revelation, dramatic, possibly violent change, overwhelming or ecstatic experience, important discoveries. So again, we see this dichotomy somewhat of abrupt change, but then, intimating the change is for the good ultimately. Important discoveries. Here we have Margaret Peterson. The Tower. The roaring of a mighty storm, thunder and lightning, the raging of the elements. Deep chasms opening up, no way to escape. Icy cold hailstorms and flaming rocks of lava, horrible screams of bodiless beings. Nothing to hold on to. Nothing stays the way it was. Fiery breath, the psychic stage is being emptied, separated from constricting patterns, a jump into the flaring red sky. So here we have just the destruction. She doesn't talk about what happens afterwards. But then there is another card to follow this. I'll read it one more time. The roaring of a mighty storm, thunder and lightning, the raging of the elements, deep chasms opening up, no way to escape. Icy cold hailstorms and flaming rocks of lava, horrible screams of bodiless beings, nothing to hold on to, nothing stays the way it was. Fiery breath, the psychic stage is being emptied, separation from constricting patterns, a jump into the flaring red sky. The one hopeful line in this is separating from constricting patterns. So we do talk a little bit about a transformation with this. Japaritsa. In the midst of a field charged with lightning's hallucinatory and chaotic energy, a figure falls from a tower high on a hilltop. The tower is without question the single most transformational card in the entire tarot deck and can be seen as the big bang moment in which one is violently jolted from the last vestiges of ego-driven consciousness to the first stages of higher spiritual existence depicted in the remaining major arcana cards. Well, isn't that a wonderful thought? Okay, so now we are talking about a huge transformation. And she goes on to say, divinatory meanings: a dramatic change, an unexpected challenge or conflict, a transgression or shameful action that must be confronted. So I love how she talks about it. This can be seen as the big bang moment in which one is violently jolted from the last vestiges of ego-driven consciousness to the first stages of higher spiritual existence. Wow, well, that's pretty powerful. And last but not least, in Gypsy Palace. I love this first line. You thought you were safe, living behind a wall that protected you from life's unexpected changes. But this idea was not connected with the flow of life and was driven by selfishness. Now you may face that you've lost control as your tower falls apart, leaving you unsheltered. While may appear as tragedy at first, will turn out to be a much needed step for you to grow. Like the snake takes off its skin, you will feel sensitive and reborn after the first shock. The tower is keywords: loss of power, loss of control, unexpected change, vulnerability. I like this one line. Now that you face that you've lost control as your tower falls apart, leaving you unsheltered. So she interprets the tower as egocentric control. Well, this is a pretty interesting card, I have to say. There's a lot of growth in this card. Have a great day.